Previously on Mansa, episode 4. She approached the twilight, her senses attuned to cosmic whispers. Your father, Abomilus, has struck again. I had to make sure you were ready before I shared this part of your story with you. Group of malevolent deities descended upon them, rolled, with the earth shaking with the clash of divine powers. The weary fought fiercely against mortality, and as her daughter suckled at her breast, Lysandra dissolved into stardust. Mansa fights her evil father Abomilus. Part 2. Deep within the secret hills and mountains of Africa, where whispers and creepy winds could be heard in the air, and where celestial rivers flowed and constellations whispered secrets, there existed the god of the 7 mountains called Abomilus. His luminous form radiated compassion, and his touch healed the wounded. For ages, Abomilus walked among mortals, shaping their destinies with benevolence. Abomilus blessed crops, guided lost souls, fought battles to protect villages, and ignited the hearts of poets. His followers sang hymns of gratitude to him. But as time unfolded, so did the shadows within Abomilus. The very essence that fueled his goodness began to twist. Abomilus had tampered with the sacred stones which held forbidden knowledge. It started softly, a whisper in his dreams, urging him to question his purpose. Why serve mortals who squandered their gifts? Why not rule them, shape their lives without their consent? Abomilus resisted the strange voices, but the seed of ambition had taken root. One fateful night, beneath the silver moon, Abomilus stood in his temple at the top of a mountain that almost reached the heavens. His eyes blazed with newfound determination. He would ascend beyond godhood, become a force that shaped reality itself. He raised his arms, and the heavens quaked, stars dimmed, and the ethereal veil tore. Abomilus absorbed cosmic energy, transcending his divine form. His once gentle touch now scorched flesh, and his eyes held galaxies, beautiful and merciless. He descended to Onja and its neighboring villages, now as a god of chaos. His followers watched with their faith trembling. His temples crumbled, replaced by obsidian spires. Mortals knelt, trembling, as he occupied their lands and rewrote their lives. Some he elevated to power, and others he crushed. The rivers became bloody, and the villagers wept. He sent a wildfire to consume the villagers' homes, including the home of Grandma Nini, who lost her life in the fire. His eyes were twin voids, and his laughter echoed like thunder across the mountains. hidden within the folds of existence, a secret lay. His daughter, born of both light and shadow, her name was Mansa. As Mansa descended to earth, she sensed her father's malevolence. His tendrils of darkness crept into mortal realms, corrupting hearts and destroying the lands with wildfires. She followed her father's trails and finally caught up with him on a crumbling mountain top. Abomilus stood there, his form shifting like a tempest of shadows and a storm of wrath. And Mansa said to him, "They say you are my father. How could it be that my father is filled with so much darkness?"
Mansa! Mansa!
He hissed.
"You are an aberration, a mistake. Join me, and together we shall unmake creation."
Mansa's heart clenched. She remembered her mother's sacrifice. "I won't be your pawn. My purpose is to protect. You were once kind. Why this darkness?" Abomilus laughed. His voice sounded like thunder.
Kindness is weakness. Power shapes the world. Power shapes worlds.
"But at what cost? Your reign brings suffering." Abomilus leaned closer and said,
Suffering births strength. Mortals will rise. You are as weak as your mother. Embrace your true heritage. Rule with me, and we shall rewrite existence.
Their battle shook the foundations of reality. Mansa summoned starfire, hurling it at Abomilus. He retaliated with black holes, threatening to devour galaxies. Their clash painted the night a cosmic palette of creation and destruction. But Mansa's resolve held firm. She wove stars into shields, repelling Abomilus' attack. Her eyes blazed with determination. "I am the star forged, and I will stop you, Abomilus." Their final clash shattered dimensions. Mansa forged a singularity, a point of infinite density. Abomilus struggled to resist, his malevolence compressed. Mansa whispered forgotten words. Abomilus staggered, with memories flooding back to him. The laughter of the children, the happiness of the people, the green fields, and unspoken love. His eyes softened, and he fell to his knees.
Why?
Abomilus gasped. "Because redemption is stronger than power. You were once good. Be so again." And immediately, Abomilus dissipated, leaving only stardust. As the singularity collapsed, Mansa wept for the father she would never truly know, and for the choices he had made. In the aftermath, Onja and the neighboring villages destroyed by Abomilus healed. The rivers flowed clear, and the people destroyed by Abomilus became anew. Mansa ascended into the cosmos with a heavy heart. She vowed to honor her mother's memory and to use her powers for good to protect the cosmos from darkness. And so, she flew among galaxies, trailing stardust. The celestial beings and ancestral beings whispered her name with pride. Mansa knew her battle was eternal, a dance between realms, but she will never falter, for in her veins flowed the blood of both God and mortal, and she will choose her path, learning that goodness was not weakness, but the truest strength of all. And then, suddenly, Mansa could hear a cry for help coming from the cosmos. Mansa! Mansa! You must save my trapped soul! It's Mother, Mansa! 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 Save my trapped soul, Mansa! Mansa's heart sunk as she cried out, Mother! 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 She called out, but suddenly